Welcome to the channel. JB here. And what do the Supernote, the reMarkable 2, the Papyr device, the Boox devices, and even the Quilla have in common? It's the way that I organize my files. So let's get into it. All right, so my name is JB Glossinger, and I want to welcome this channel. It is more of the community than a channel. If you watch the videos, we do all kinds of fun stuff here: tech reviews, workflow ideas, book writing tips. I mean, a gamut of things, very random, but we're having fun, and I hope you're having fun too. And I've been getting a lot of requests for my workflow with all these devices. If I've got them all, how the heck do I organize them? So I want to talk to you about setting up your e-device, whether you have the Papyr or the reMarkable 2, whatever it is, even your Google Documents, it all comes down to folder organization. And so I got one big tip for you today, and that is using a numerical system. What does that mean? Well, it means you start off with O1. Now, why do I start off with O1? Because O1 allows me to go to O2, O3, O4, all the way down to 99. Now, what does that give me? That gives me 99 folders that I can use. So all these devices, on my devices, what I've done is I've taken an Excel spreadsheet, and then what I've done is I've written O1 planner. Okay? So that means that all the documents within that folder, that's my planner. My planner's there. O2 is YouTube. That is everything that I'm doing on YouTube, videos, things that are there that I have there. Get it done now, with an exclamation point. That is my program that I use for Get It Done Now. And then I have MorningCoach. Okay? So what happens is these devices numerically will order your folders in the order that you want them to go. So how I want you to think about any of these devices is they are a file cabinet, right? I'm not a good drawer, but they're a file cabinet. So we have a file cabinet. Let's go ahead and erase that, and we'll put this up here, right? So we have a file cabinet. Within the file cabinets are drawers. They look like this, right? And there's files in these. So the cabinet drawer, which pulls out, and then this right here where you can put multiple documents, that's O1 planner. And then all the other files go in there. So if you think about it, it's like a file cabinet. So when you pick up your e-device, when you write O1 and you create that file folder, that is going to be the first one on the list. And it depends on the device you're using, but typically they look like this: O1 planner, O2 YouTube. And so what you want to do is you want to prioritize the most important ones through the first 10. But you literally have 99 slots that you can fill in to organize. What the key thing is this O1 is going to be the first one. O2 is going to be the second one, so forth and so on. And so if you keep a list of these in an Excel spreadsheet, and you keep a list, O1, let's just go back, like this, and you keep a list O1, O2, O3, O4, and you do it consistently across your organization. That includes not only your e-devices, but your iPad, your Google Documents. Then you know that you've got things where they need to be. Now, here's the deal. I know I'm going to get this question. No, they are not the same documents, okay? There are certain devices that do sync between Google Drive and the Papyr, for example. The reMarkable does not. It has its own system. So the reMarkable 2, it's going to sync. So your Google document folder is not going to be the same in both. Now I know that, that makes sense, but you got to realize the systems aren't connected. There are some that are. But even though the systems aren't connected, I know that my file structure for me and for my business is the same across the board. So even though the planner in the reMarkable 2 is not the same as the planner in the paper, it's because they're going to have different information, different data, but that's where the planning aspects are. The notes for YouTube and the Supernote are not going to be the same notes in the paper unless you want to cross-reference them, and I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm not going to move folders over. It's just I know where all my stuff is, so if I grab this device and I want to do some YouTube stuff, it's going to be in here. And if I need to find something one day on YouTube, it has to be in one of these particular folders. Does that make sense? Now, if you're somebody that has one device, it makes it really easy. So the reMarkable, then you just use this list and you build it out that way because it's going to be alphabetical but numerical. Then you can kind of work it out instead of trying to find folders and everything. And if you want to use it on the paper, same thing. And so most people only have one device, and so you're going to have that device, but you still may have Google Documents, you might have a Dropbox, multiple different types of things. So understanding a numerical system and really having a numerical system for whatever you're using, it allows you to at least keep track of it. So if for some reason this doesn't happen because I use the paper pretty much exclusively, and then for me, what I do is I use these devices in a different way. Like the paper is for my notes, for my business, which I coach in the show, and then the reMarkable 2 I'm using mostly for YouTube and a little bit of planning. The Supernote, and each of the devices is for something different, but I still use the file organizational system. Does that make sense? But if you're somebody that, let's say they have one device like the reMarkable 2 and Google Drive, well, you would utilize this same framework, and if you wanted to, you could export the PDF into the Google Drive, or you just know it's there. So if for some reason I'm like, man, I need a YouTube note, I don't remember where I put it, well, at least all the devices, the folders are the same, and I can look through 4 devices and find the note instead of searching like just for a note anywhere. So the idea, the concept is to organize your folders as a file cabinet in whatever devices that you're using, and then set up some system that you're going to continue to use, and understand you've got 99 basically drawers that you can fill in. And if you're consistent over time across devices, then you're super organized and you know where things are, okay? So again, it's not that, because I know I'm going to get this question, it's not that the reMarkable 2 and the Supernote are the same notes. I am just organizing the file systems the same so that if I ever have to take the Supernote and I don't have the reMarkable 2, I'm going to have the same structure across devices, across platforms, across everything, and it all comes down to this numerical order and then keeping that in a spreadsheet. So if I get a new device, it's real simple. I just set it up. Like the reMarkable 3 comes out and maybe they have new software, or let's say there's a new device that comes out. Samsung creates this awesome new device, and basically what I can do then is just structure my files because I keep this in a spreadsheet. Does that make sense? I hope that helps, and it's just kind of a workflow thing. As always, if you're having fun and loving the videos, give me a thumbs up. If that helped you, can you leave a comment? Because this is a community and we're trying to have some fun here. Does that make sense? If you got any questions, leave them below. We've got people in the community. We have the smartest subscribers on YouTube. We might not be the biggest community or channel, but we definitely have the smartest subscribers. I'll tell you that. I would match IQ with any other channel on YouTube. So would love to hear your thoughts below. How do you organize your files? Is there a way that you do it? And I think this will help some people simplify things and make sure all their files are organized in their whatever system they're using. And that's what this is about. Okay? So go have a fantastic day as always. I appreciate you. And until the next one, we'll see you later. Go have a fantastic day.